This review is dedicated to a very good friend of mine because without him, this video would not have been possible, so thank you. Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at a Gangsters Kingdom figure. Now, it has been a very long time since I've said that particular line because admittedly I haven't been keeping up with the releases or been looking out for them, so when this arrived in the mail I was surprised to say the very least. A very good friend of mine gifted this to me, so I figured I'd do a little showcase for you guys. So, with all the Gangsters Kingdom figures, there's a backstory behind it, and admittedly, I do not know it. When it comes to these designer toys, I buy them more for the look than the actual backstory because more than often I end up customizing them or adding them into my own stories. So, if you're interested in that, you're welcome to read it here, and I'll also leave a link to the Facebook group down below. They know more about it than I do, so. Along with some of the releases, there are some comic books that you can read up on that does showcase some of the stories and what have you. Personally, I have not read them, but I will get to it one of these days. With this particular figure, this release came with two different styles, so I broke it down into two different categories. The one that would work well with the suit design, and the other would be the bike look that we get to later on. So here's a look at what came with the suit design, stuff that I think would fit well with the suit. So you have different hands, of course, watches, glasses, this snake charm, along with this pipe. So very unique accessories that I haven't seen before, so it's good to have, for, background characters or even just civilians. So it's a very nice release, I should say. Now, with that being said, I should note that this was a lot more expensive, so I'm wondering if the added extras added to the cost, because normally when it comes to these figures, they do have a chase that has different, not necessarily materials, but a different look to the clothing. So I wonder, instead of doing that, they just added it all and increased the price that way, but that's neither here nor there. So here you are, you get this kind of metallic looking suit. I forget what the material is, maybe silk possibly, but it's a very unique look for sure. And if you haven't caught on already, this is based off of the Mila Jovovich character that she plays. Yeah, not familiar with the movie as itself on its own, but very interesting that they picked her to be a part of the Gangsters Kingdom line. And something I should say about this release as well, that this one in particular kind of strayed away from the more caricature kind of look, as you can see here with the other females. And not only that, they kind of got away from the rooted hair, and I'm on the fence as to whether or not I like that or not. I understand the benefits of sculpted hair, but at the same time, the realistic hair does have its benefits as well. But I know that the Danny Trejo figure was the only other figure that had the rooted hair in the male side of things, so I think they're actually leaning more towards the sculpted hair in the future releases, because I know with their Scarlett Johansson figure that they announced that one in particular does have sculpted hair. So here's the category for the motorcycle outfit. Unfortunately, I didn't like the look of the knee pads and the elbow pads, so I ended up taking them off the figure. But if you're interested in looking into that, I'll leave a picture here for you to see how that looks. But in my collection, I don't necessarily need it, so I'll just put them in the parts bin for now. But yeah, I didn't try on the motorcycle helmet because I'm worried about it not only staining but scratching the head sculpt, so I unfortunately did not put that on as well. But yeah, I think I prefer this design more just because I think it's more tactical, in the sense. She seems more like a badass, I guess. So I think this is the look that I'll leave her in for now, but rest assured the other pieces are going to be utilized in my other figures, so I guess that's one of the benefits of having it all in one bundle. You can piece it out however you like. So one thing I should note is I don't really care for the backpack design. Seems like it's a little too big for her, so it kind of bunches up on top of her like that. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with that, but for right now she's just going to wear it. Something I should bring up as well is that I remember when she was being announced and eventually released, a lot of people were complaining about how she didn't necessarily fit in with the Gangsters Kingdom line. She kind of leans more towards the realistic look as opposed to a caricature of the character. So I can kind of see it, but it doesn't bother me too much because it is a nice sculpt. But I do understand where they're coming from in the sense that it doesn't have the angular look to it that a lot of the other characters have. So, but yeah, Something I should note as well is that she does have a tattoo on her torso. Not sure how long that will last, but it's something worth pointing out as well. I'm not entirely sure if this is the newest Damn Toys female body, but it does seem a little bit more thicker in the sense that it has more to it as opposed to the normal female bodies that they had with their previous releases. But yeah, essentially I'm just going to keep her in this biker jacket and biker pants. I did change out some of the boots, so here you can see what I ended up doing with a lot of the parts. And not only that, you get to see my Gangsters Kingdom collection. So yeah, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with this line, so I'm definitely way behind the curve in terms of what's new out there, but still, it's a part of my collection that I do look into every once in a while, so I definitely am looking forward to that Scarlett Johansson head sculpt, so I'm hoping to get that as well. So yeah, not so much of a review as it is just a little look at this figure and what it comes with. So that being said, thank you all for watching, and if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and or subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time.